Guys, England lost the Euros. Shocker to no one. I also have COVID. Don't worry, I can't pass it through the mic. You guys are absolutely fine. I thought I had a hangover like 4 days ago when I did The Boys. It turns out it was just COVID. It wasn't a hangover at all. So yeah, I haven't been able to film for like the last 3 days. I like got back from my mum's wedding, ready to just crack on and start binge recording, and then COVID. I was like, no, that ain't happening. I'll be coughing the entire time. But I feel this is the best I've felt in about 4 days. Might not sound or look like it, but trust me. But there might be a bit of coughing and dying going out through the reaction, so apologies for that, but I didn't want to get any spoilers for House of the Dragon. Obviously the episode was last episode was incredible. I think it was the best episode of this season so far, mainly heavily because of the last 15 minutes, but everything up to that was still really, really good, but the last 15 minutes were incredible. So yeah, episode 5, guys. If you enjoy, make sure to leave a like, as it does help the video and it does help the channel. And Patreon is linked down below if you do want to join us over on there. Like I said, pinned comment and description. But for now, let's do this. Oh, rewatch number. I'm on episode 8. 8. Seems like every time I get to a new episode of season 2, I've done 2 episodes of season 1. Seems to be the case. So yeah, but again, really, I'm preferring season 1, going back through it a second time, actually. Bro. If I got the news then, I mean, yeah, would have got to him quick, I guess. I'm assuming everyone got the news. I will say, the only thing with season 1, I feel like Millie and Emma do great as Rhaenyra, but they feel like 2 slightly different, not characters, I won't go that far, just like a tiny bit. Like, younger Rhaenyra is very sarcastic and witty. Older Rhaenyra is like very more serious, stern, and, you know, I guess shit happens in between to maybe make it like that, but it happens very quickly in the time jump.
The traitor dragon Maylis!
Yeah, we're bringing out the...
Slain at Brook's
Is that the dragon's head?
By your king!
Also, Krispy Kreme in season 1, his switch up is quick. As soon as she says, no, I ain't running away from you, he turns to just like an absolute penis. Like, what did he think was going to happen? I know we were talking about things that happened 2 years ago, but whatever. Oh, they actually are, wow.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory. If it was one.
Well, because the king got flattened, basically.
Maylis!
I thought the dragons was gods.
Slain at Brook's
Even gods can fall, son. Oh no, nothing like that, okay.
It's just me.
Oh, okay. That wasn't as cool as my line. Clearly hasn't played God of War 3. Is that guy still hanging there? Okay. Aegon's in there, I bet. They're keeping him hidden. They don't want to let the public know. Maybe not. Is it just weapons? I don't actually know what's in there. It is the king. The way they lifted it, it felt like it was just weaponry or something.
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Yeah, he'll live. He'll live. For now. Ooh. Damn. Peeling the armour off him. Fun. They're gonna have to cut away all the flesh, aren't they? Oh, is he a bit stinky? Yeah, fairs. Looks tasty, to be fair. I can see why people become cannibal. Okay, let's chill.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
He's on it. I trust the Maester guy. Best character. Why do we need that close up? Lettuce.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
Oh, yeah. Very convenient.
What happened?
We took the castle. At the cost of some 900 men.
900!
The king. Jacaerys, what befell him?
His Grace fought valiantly.
Did he? He drunk drove and then fell.
Still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
Do you take issue with this, Sir Alfred?
Sir Alfred? Get Rhaenyra on.
It is merely that the gentler sex heretofore has not been much privy to the strategies of battle.
If only Sir Alfred was our king.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Oh, you like that one. Yeah, sit down, Alfred. Tramp.
If we can strike King's Landing before that dragon is recovered.
Then I myself must do it.
My queen, you are the crown. It's out of the question.
Rhaenyra just need to, like... I get it, she's got to stay behind the walls because, you know, she's the crown, as they just said. But, like, you know, we need to see Rhaenyra, not this episode, but this season, do some shit.
Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
Yeah, simple.
I would sooner be the Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt.
Well, rip.
And his hired dragon.
Fair enough.
But alas, not an answer.
I don't know, it seems... Oh, wait, he's faltering. So actually, now I think about it.
We choose fire.
Oh, okay. GG's. The dragon's smiling behind him. Not creepy at all.
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning then.
Oh, Daemon likes that. Look at these lot with their luscious long hair.
The crown itself must not be seen to do.
While I'm murdering a baby, yeah. Who's that bloke anyway? I feel like we've seen him before.
Many and more armies have broken themselves against my bloody gate.
My lady.
The Eyrie itself is impregnable.
Oh, that was the Eyrie. That looks well different to how I remember it.
Unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection.
Season 2 of... Was it Season 1 of Game of Thrones when we saw the Eyrie? That looked very different. But that makes sense. I mean, it's been 10 years. And I guess this would also be 200 years before that, so...
My sympathies for the death of your grandmother.
God, you couldn't be able to sleep. The wind bashing on the window every 2 seconds.
And Daemon as well.
Shall your evening meal be served here, Your Grace?
Not now.
Your McDonald has arrived.
Will you send to him?
For too long I have looked to him for strength.
He has dipped. How long is it? It's probably been like a few months he's been gone now, no?
I do not know my part, Miss Arya.
No, she's like, not an advisor, but the secret advisor, I guess.
What you cannot do, let others do for you.
Yeah, people keep telling her this.
There's more than one way to fight a war.
Oh, is she on a mission then? So everyone's got their little side missions going on. Oh wait, there's someone else. That was the maid.
The thought of her lying in a field,
Well, they sent her off.
broken amongst her enemies.
She wouldn't have been broken, she'd have been absolutely flattened. Go get more Daemon dream scenes. The bloody hell are you?
Finest swordsman.
Alright, yeah, that made him smile.
Dragon rider.
His little nightmares that just compliment him.
Viserys was unsuited for the crown.
Oh, and Daemon was suited for it. Oh, right, yeah, sure he was. So his dreams are just him sucking himself off, basically. Yeah.
If only you'd been born first. My favourite son.
You're dreaming about having sex with your mum. I thought that was maybe what that was, but...
Is the duck not to your liking, Your Grace?
Huh. Sure, Daemon.
I like the goose myself.
Alright, bloody hell, get out of my face. Just a normal Daemon dream.
The roof alone has needed tending since the reign of Aenys, and the storerooms, and the Wailing Tower.
Is he related to Sam in Game of Thrones? He seems very Sam-esque. Tarly, that was the name. Sam Tarly.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
Well.
There it is, then.
Consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Alright, Daemon.
His Grace suffered grievous burns over much of his body. He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within.
God. What's he even going to do for, like, the rest of the season? Not much, we'll see.
I'm not sure he will ever wake. I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
Aemon's loving this.
But now we must name a regent to take his place. Until he recovers. Or does not.
He's smiling already.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemond.
Yes.
Agreed.
Aemond is young.
Young. He looks older than Aegon.
Lord Larys.
Go on, Larys, pipe up.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond. What would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own?
Oh, God, getting dunked on.
But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Criston. What say you?
His best mate or the woman he's hooking up with.
Aemond is the next in line. It must be him.
Well, you got shut down quick. Oh, he's loving it. I do love Aemond, though. He's a cool character.
What is our standing in the Riverlands?
The banners of House Tully are in disarray, Your Grace. Prince Daemon has little hope of fielding an army of any.
Wonder what happened to the audio, though.
No one is to leave or enter save with our consent. Merchants, so forth.
He's getting a bit done already, isn't he?
What are your tasks? We shall meet again at first light. And someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Finally.
Our neighbours are stealing from each other. We must get out.
And where would you have us go? North, maybe? South?
Not sure what they focused on these once before. Not sure if it's just to show like how the common folk are living, but they'll do something else.
Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
The king has lied.
What? The king lies? No! Politicians never lie.
Stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Ooh. Yep. She is awake, you know. Hey, the dog's still, I won't say thriving. Could do with a meal or two, but...
Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
Ha!
We have given the war to the dragons. The dragon rider should lead us.
So
you cast me aside?
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible.
Right, because you care about that.
Not asked to be spared. I did not give you leave to speak my name.
Ooh. So he fumbled Rhaenyra and Olivia Cook. Wow, we're on a roll. But he also got Rhaenyra and Olivia Cook, so... Depends how you look at it.
By order of Aemon Targaryen, Prince Regent and Protector of the Realm.
Aemond.
Does he mean the king?
I don't know.
You cannot keep us here!
Oh, it looks like they can apparently. Yo, yeah, she could do with some medicine.
Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west. We need to check him before he reaches River Run. That requires passage.
This guy's always mewing. Look at him.
The wind's rising. Winter's nigh upon us.
Our
Always.
hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen, nor in the ruminations of Lord Tully, the oaf.
Ooh, alright. Oath. Big insults.
Varys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the queen intend to raise up a new lord?
Well, you want to throw your hat in the ring?
My mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
Oh, this kid. Loyalty. Oh, he just got another army, I guess. More, Daemon. She's playing pranks on you, mate. At least we're actually getting it built back up a bit.
What I hear in the wind. Cries of anguish.
The paths of the dead.
Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
War is a terrible thing.
He says with a smile.
They will cut you down soon as wish you good day.
I'd heard the same thing about you. But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
She cannot succeed, Alice.
Well, she can.
When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side.
Oh, Daemon. I guess both houses are fractured though in some way.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
What?
Lord Amos has pledged his banner to you. House Bracken is yours.
Oh, that's easy. Didn't even have to see it.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
Oh,
even the death of my wife does not content her.
Makes sense, considering.
Rhaenys was not only your wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess. The queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die.
Yeah, she wanted to be flattened by a dragon. What a way to go out.
I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished.
Well, Daemon might get in the way of that one as well, so you can have two problems to deal with. Win the war, then you have Daemon.
I would make you my heir.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
Oof.
You were correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. And I have perhaps...
She looks so good in all
waiting for
black.
him to prove himself. I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
Sir Alfred.
Come on, Alfred, now, mate.
But I will not send a message by Raven for Daemon to disregard. I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of
That ain't
mind.
gonna work. You'll just join him.
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
Oh, I can tell you that now.
He would not dare.
Oh, he would.
Have you known Daemon to lack in daring?
He would and is.
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
Such a good actress. Her like little mannerisms, so good with Emma. Another vision. What we got now? Oh, this time I'm having sex with my grandpa. Alright, yeah. You Targaryens.
What is it, Sir Simon? Is the pudding now served? Seer must begin here with a lesson in etiquette. Or failing that, in proper fear of your
They've all
Targaryen
rolled on
master.
up.
Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed? Or shall I
A
now
king
begin your
regent.
education?
Regent, that's it.
House Bracken.
Wait, whatever the word was.
On Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Barbarity?
Honor in a fight such as
Honor!
this.
What of common decency?
Is that Jack Black?
A terrible war is being fought in these lands.
You're getting Galadriel, mate.
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
Ooh.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. And dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Well, that didn't go so well, did it? Maybe he's not as good as he thought he was. Oh yeah, what was her little mission she was sent on?
I must see an old friend.
Most people want out these days.
Alright, the little connections. Alright. Aemon feeling himself. Yeah, we all know you want it. I guess he has it, temporarily.
Was it worth the price?
God, his eye's gone, I think. Could have been worse. Say he, like, burned him, and then he fell all that way, landed, and I guess the dragon didn't fall on him in any way as well, so maybe the dragon protected his fall. Well, yeah, he must have done, because he wouldn't have survived if he just fell like that naturally. Oh, did he say mummy?
Visenya.
Vhagar's first rider. And the first wielder of Dark Sister.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
So? There's always some bloke building stuff at 10 AM in there.
You do not give me leave to go to anything.
But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baelor cannot bear the burden alone.
And when AEMOND comes hunting for you, your dragon is young.
Yeah, which you will.
Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did? I have done all I can from here. Sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight.
Yeah, we need you
Vhagar
fighting.
is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain.
Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I
Wounded.
wait here until we are all destroyed?
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing.
Vermithor, that's a
And they sleep
signal.
just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me.
They have no riders, those 2. I want to see how big these dragons are now.
There could be scores of them.
Get reading. Got nothing but time at the moment.
It's a mad sword.
There's a lot of scrolls there. Yo, he's building, isn't he, out there? God, mate, give it a rest. Alright, there we go, guys. That is episode 5 of House of the Dragon Season 2. Pretty good episode. I would argue, like, I want to say weakest in the terms that it was bad. I'd say, like, the slowest episode of the season. Still good. I think it was still a good episode. There's a lot of, like, kind of setting up for the rest of the season and a lot of dialogue, which obviously is Game of Thrones. I love the dialogue in the show, of course, but I do think we kind of brought the pace down a little bit with this one, which I'm okay with because we did just have like a really heavy action-packed episode in episode 4, so I don't mind that this one's a little bit slower pace. And again, that doesn't mean that is a bad episode or anything like that. I just think it was definitely the slowest for me. I'm going to wrap this up because he's just drilling non-stop. So rating for the episode, I'll go a 7 out of 10. I think it was a good episode. But I think like other 7s I've given this season a bit like 7.5 or something. Whereas like the ending, like the last 10 minutes kind of really does something. Whereas this was just dialogue all the way through. Like I say, that's okay. I like that Aemon's kind of temporarily king now. Daemon kind of not as, you know, witty as he thought maybe he was. So yeah, some more alliances being made there as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know thought the episode down below in the comments. Hopefully next week I'm back to normal, but until then, take care. Peace.